guys, and welcome back to my channel. Before we start, I have an amazing shirt that I found on the internet. Is that not the cutest shirt ever? I got it at brunchboulevard.com for like 15 bucks. I love it. Just thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, we're gonna make an eye using this palette today. Isn't it cute? I got it in my BoxyCharm. It's so nice. Not the shadows, just the palette. Anyway, you just want to go ahead and set your primer. I've already done my face, my eyebrows, and primed my eyes so that I didn't make a 30-minute video. Anyway, we're going to go in with Creme Brulee, and we're going to just lay that down mostly on the outer portion of the eye, and then just blend it in through the crease. I just want the most color to be intensely packed on the outer corner of the eye, where all the drama is going to be. I tell you what, it took me like 30 minutes to blend just this color, and with the power of editing, poof, took like 10 seconds. Anyway, so I'm just going to continue to blend that on in through the crease and make sure it's nice and diffused. Then I'm going to go in with the color Desertsands, which is this one right here, and I'm going to pretty much just slather that all over where I just put Creme Brulee. I guess it kind of helps to tell you what kind of brush I'm using. I'm using the Coastal Scents BR250 brush to blend this, and the brush I used previous to that was the MAC 224. Just in case you were wondering, I know like people tend to like to know that information. Anywho, now I'm going to take some RCMA no color powder, and I'm just going to pack this on the outer portion of my eye to keep it nice and clean. I saw Jaclyn Hill use this a million videos back, so you know, it's actually a pretty handy tip. Really works pretty well actually. So I'm going to go into the color Morocco, which is the star of the show, and I'm just going to pack that on the outer V until it's really intense. Like, I want the shadow to be super poppin', because it is what's going to peek out of the corner of your wing liner and cause all the drama. Morocco is actually one of my favorite Makeup Geek shadows because, well, my favorite color is orange, and I love the way this color looks against my really, really, really deep brown eyes. I think it just makes them pop. But that's just me. I think this would also look good on blue eyes because, you know, orange is the opposite of blue on the color wheel. So anyway, I'm going to take my MAC 224 and I'm going to just buff that in until it's nice and blended. And I'm going to go into my Metal Matte palette by Kat Von D, and I'm going to take the color Bone. And I am just going to put this on the first half of the lid. Well, who am I kidding? I'm actually going to put this on the first half and the middle half of my lid. And I'm just not liking the way that brush is putting that on, so I'm going to use my finger, and it's going to, woo, look at that. Make it super intense. Alrighty. And I'm going to just dust that off. So, now I'm going to go back in with my, what is this? My Sigma E25, and I'm just gonna blend those two colors together so that they have a nice gradient. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black, and I'm actually going to use my NYX Treasure Lee eyeliner to dunk in the gel liner, and then I'm going to use that to tight line my eye because I actually feel like it does a better job than a brush, honestly. So I'm just gonna pack that all up in here. And then we're going to move on after we do this and wipe away the bake from the corner of our eye with a big fluffy powder brush. Like so. You wanna hear a sad story? NYC isn't gonna be sold in the United States anymore. I mean, you can find it on Amazon, but I was watching Crispy's video the other day on this, and I literally wanted to cry because it is one of the best liquid liners on the face of the planet for the best price, and it is gone. It's like they do that to everything that's good. They're like, oh man, you like that? That's too bad. Here, I'm going to discontinue it in your home country. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, moving on. So I'm going to take the Alchemist palette by Kat Von D, and I'm going to use the pink shade, which is Opal, in this palette, and I am going to just pop that in the inner corner. It wasn't quite giving it to me the way I wanted it to, so I had to take my Milani Make Lash setting spray, and I had to like spritz my brush and, you know, go back into the palette and put it back on my eye to get what I was looking for. which ended up being pretty freaking awesome. I know it doesn't really translate on this camera because like I don't have a ring light or anything, but it was very reflective once I did that. Then I'm going to take ColourPop's Creme Gel Liner in the shade Puppy, and I am going to pop that on my waterline. Now, I didn't do this in this video, but what you could have done is could have set it with Morocco, and it probably would have made it like hella more pigmented, but I didn't because I didn't think of it. But anyway, I'm going to take this Sigma definer brush and I am going to rub that in the shade Rott from the Rust Stack, and I'm going to just put that all on the bottom of my lash line because I'm going to blend it out with Desert Sand. So just continue to blend that underneath your eye, and then you're going to take a pencil brush of your choosing and just dip it into Desert Sand. Look at me, I'm having a dance party all by myself. But anyway, and then you're going to blend out the color Rott until it's nice and diffused. Forever having a dance party by myself. So I'm going to pick up the shade Morocco again, and I'm going to pack this in the outer portion of my eye, and I'm going to build that up until it's pretty intense, like the top portion of my eye. And then I'm going to take my Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm just going to pack that on because I'm not using false lashes in this look today. It's just mascara, and that's it. Pretty simple. So then I'm going to take my roller lash, which I like to use on my bottom lower lashes because I have issues, or like I go to put mascara on my lower lash line, and if the wand is too big, it like smushes all over my eye and I look like I sneezed after I applied mascara. So anyway, I'm going to put on some Milani's Luminoso on my cheeks. I like orange blushes with orange looks, trying to be all monochromatic over here. Anyway, and I'm going to take Becca's Moonstone highlighter, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks. Now, although this looks really nice, it is very subtle, and I was just not trying to go for subtle, and I should have known better, so I took my Flower Beauty highlight, and I took the lightest shade, and I just popped that on the highest points of my cheek, and, well, actually I lied, I just smothered that everywhere. I was lying. Anyway, I'm going to blend that together with the blush brush that I just used. I had Luminoso on it. And then I'm going to set my brows. I like to set my brows last because, you know, I don't want to get any foundation on it or anything like that, and then I won't be messing them up. So, anyway. And with the power of editing, look at that. My other eye is miraculously done. Woo! So, I'm going to just spritz the hell out of my face. It was a pretty dry, cold day, and I needed some moisture. And I'm going to take Ofras Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Belair, and I'm going to just put that on my lips. Now, I like this color, but I felt after I applied it that it was a little too pink, and I went in with the PUR Cosmetics. Where is this? Looks. There it is. Anyway, the PUR Cosmetics Lip Lure Hydrating Lip Lacquer in the shade Graceful because it was just a hair more orange and I liked it better. And that concludes this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and like, and I'll see you in my next video.